Hello, my narcissistic abuse family. I've been dying to make this video, to be honest. It's about something that is I'm trying to resituate this. I don't know. Anyway, so I always try to talk about things that are relevant in my life, and I feel that they would be applicable to you as well. So recently I have come to identify struggles with my own intuition, trusting our intuition. And this is no surprise given the circumstances of narcissistic abuse. Our upbringing, if you were brought up by narcissistic parents, or even if you were just exposed to a narcissist in a relationship, these people strategically, relentlessly dismantle our own everything that we know to be self-preserving. So our self-confidence, our self-worth, our self-respect, everything. They just try to level it and entirely decimate it for us. And they do that very strategically because these people are small and they need to control everything and everyone around them. Because, when you live in a glass house that you've constructed, you have to protect it. So that's what narcissists are essentially doing. They have this false persona, this false narrative that they're trying to convey to the outside world, and they can't have any loose cannons, so to speak. They cannot have any non-controlled variables because that's a threat to them. So what they do to us, their victims, is strategically dismantle us, devalue us, and dismiss us, and anything that could potentially be a threat to them, they want to dismantle. And we suffer because of that. So if you were raised in a narcissistic unit, I don't say family because it's just not applicable, right? They're so twisted and dysfunctional. I have a real family now, and I would never, ever refer to my upbringing as a family dynamic by any stretch. So anyway, if you were raised in a dysfunctional unit, you know this game all too well. We struggle as adults for the rest of our lives with our self-worth, our self-respect, just even self-assurance. We question everything we do. And that's not an accident. Narcissists did that to us with their own best interests at heart, sacrificing us essentially. So something that I think is so important is our intuition, and we need to trust it. And when you're the victim of a narcissist, they teach you to never trust they learned helplessness is another concept. That's when they want us to feel like we cannot live without them, particularly if they're your parent. But that also happened to me in a narcissistic relationship, which was a joke, which was a nightmare, which was him elevating himself constantly, pushing me down, stepping on me, essentially to make himself look good. But narcissistic parents do the same thing. So something that is so important, and here it is. I'm basically on a spiritual journey right now. I don't know where you guys fall on this spectrum. Like anything in life, it's a spectrum. So there's a lot of people that are like, spirituality, no, I'm good, thanks. And then there's, at the total opposite end, like enlightened people, like Gandhi. But then I think a lot of us fall in the middle somewhere where we're on a journey of self-discovery, spirituality, and all of that. If you were raised in a narcissistic home, again, you might have a horrific association with organized religion. That is absolutely my case. I have the utmost respect for other people's beliefs, and whatever that looks like for you, if it's Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever. But I do believe that the commonality here is that we all believe in a higher being. So I'm basically saying that whoever you believe the creator or higher being is, our intuition is a connection to that power. So our intuition is basically our connection to divinity. And by snuffing that out for us, narcissists basically cut us off from our power, our inner strength, our potential. So by dismissing ourselves, narcissists dismissed us from day one, and especially if they're your parent, they've been teaching you since the jump, since you arrived into this world, that you're nothing, you're no good, you're nothing without them, and that there's no reason for you or anyone else to have respect for you. It's disgusting, it's dysfunctional, it's totally demented. But one of the resulting consequences of this conditioning is that we lose our intuition. We lose our ability to trust ourselves, to trust your gut instinct. So I have a funny story about this. I have a million funny stories about this, but I'm not going to take up the whole video about it. So the other night, my husband was playing basketball because he's obsessed with playing basketball, an adult men's kind of rec league. And he was on his way home, and he was going to pick up sandwiches for us to eat, the family, from Jersey Mike's. And we were all really excited, when you're really hungry and you're really looking forward to something specific that you want to eat. So he goes upstairs, he showers, and during that time, I'm trying not to laugh, my two daughters, one of them is 7 and one is 9. So they were so, jazzed up to eat these sandwiches. And they decided to help themselves. So they went into the bag, and apparently this happens a lot with our older daughter. I don't want to pick on her, but so she's kind of a bull in a china shop, maybe we'll say. So she goes to get her sandwich out of the bag. Apparently, she unraveled the sandwich from the wrapping, and the entire thing spilled out everywhere, on the floor, just a disaster, everything that you would not want to happen to your sandwich before you ate it. So, but then they discovered, oh, it's not my sandwich, it's Daddy's sandwich. So Joe comes down from his shower, totally in the mind frame, I'm gonna eat this sandwich, it's gonna be so delicious. And he goes to get the sandwich, and it's destroyed. So, God bless our daughters, they were trying so hard to put it back together, but it was a mess. There was 2 bottoms, there was lettuce everywhere, the meat wasn't on properly. I tried to help them myself. I think I reconstructed the sandwich to an acceptable, edible standard, but oh my gosh. So Joe came, he was so mad. How that feels when you're you get in the mentality, you're so excited that you want to eat something and then you can't for some unforeseen circumstance. So anyway, so he tells me after this whole ordeal, I'm sorry, I'm getting to my point. So after this whole ordeal, he tells me that before he went into the shower, he had this like flash of an idea that he was going to tell our daughters, like, wait for me till I get out of the shower so we can all eat together. But he was like, no, like, they know better. Like, they won't touch these sandwiches. Boy, was he wrong. So that was an example of an instinct that he just ignored. And you should never, never, ever ignore your instincts. And this is my whole point. Don't ever ignore your instincts. They're always right. And I have discovered this over and over again myself. So that was an example of my poor husband with the sandwich scandal, but everyone was fine. Everyone ate their sandwiches. Happy ending. But my point is, like, when you're a victim of narcissistic abuse, narcissists just cut us down and cut us down, and they basically teach us that we're garbage and that we're not worth anything. We don't know anything. And so some of the collateral damage is that we lose our instincts. We lose our ability to trust our own instincts. And this is so harmful to us because we need our instincts. As I said, whoever you believe in a higher being, this is our connection to the higher being. It's your intuition is your divinity. So as a result of narcissistic abuse, we've been taught to dismiss our feelings, our intuition, everything that is of substance of our individuality. Narcissists just destroy it. And we need to work on rebuilding our connection to our intuition and trusting ourselves. And this is a major element. So I hope this was of value to you guys. Elephant in the room. I've got a really bold lipstick choice on today. I typically would never do this, but I'm in a wheelchair. You gotta spice it up, basically. I don't have a lot of spontaneity options anymore, so I went with a red lipstick. It's so weird, like even seeing myself. Oh, it's so weird. Anyway, and Joe highlighted my hair last night. I'm dying to make a video about this, but I don't even know where to start. That's not my niche, the whole hair and beauty thing. But he did an awesome job, and because we're using color, my hair feels so much healthier and awesome. And I'm mad I didn't start doing this years ago. Anyway, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But trust your intuition. Always trust your intuition. We're bumped and we're bruised, but more than anything, we are blessed because we are coming out of this haze of abuse, this dark cloud of oppression. And I love you all, and hopefully I'll be back again soon with another video. I try to put videos out on Mondays, but with the current circumstances and our kids are going virtual again. I just got the notice today until after Thanksgiving. Anyway. All right, you guys, I love you all. See you soon.